Terraria's last update, or Journey's End, was released in May 16th, and I think it's ideal to make a game review off of it. Even though it's way over date, I got like hours of footage of it I don't want to waste. Anyways, I got Terraria for $5 on Steam in early April because I thought it would be a really good idea, so I bought it. So I started my adventure off by naming my character Crimson Sane and turning on softcore with large worlds in normal world, like no expert mode, no master mode, just that, and it's called Earth. The early game of Terraria is far much different than the early game of Minecraft. You're vulnerable to everything, and not only that, everything will kill you. A single slime wandering around could instantly end your life. That's not to point out there are some weird, funky build mechanics I was introduced to you, like how when you build walls, they're behind the player, in that you can place blocks on walls. That's the only way you can place blocks, other than placing blocks on top of each other. I learned that when going underground. As well as there has to be a block above the door in order to place it, which was a weird mechanic. First off, you need to build a shelter before night, otherwise just expect to die over and over again. Trust me, I've been there, and that was not fun. Having to learn these mechanics so slowly and so poorly, not so quickly, to the point where I just died through my old house over and over again because I couldn't build it. The early game goes as followed. Build a shelter, mine a lot, don't explore till you have better stuff, find life crystals to increase your health, mine a lot more for better stuff. Everything is out to kill you. I mean, so is even out of early game, everything's still out to kill you. It's just, you're much more vulnerable early game, because you don't have armor and stuff. I died a ton, then I stopped for a while playing the game. Then I came back to continue the long grind and build housing for my NPCs. I beat a couple of the most iconic bosses. I think after that I started looking through the wiki for more information, because video game hard. If you ever want to play the game, expect to look through the wiki unless you know a lot about the game, because it's already difficult enough for new players. Like Minecraft, you know? That game is difficult for new players unless you know what you're doing. For those that do say Terraria is 2D Minecraft, it's sort of incorrect. Terraria, yes, it's close to building. It feels more like a progressive game rather than Minecraft, which Minecraft is a sandbox game where you can do whatever the hell you want. But even in Terraria, you can technically build, but it's more of a, again, progressionist game, and you have to fight bosses and progress the game further if you want to do that. Plus, it's more tied into like giving a player a challenge rather than just like, hey, here's a game where you can like chill out and everything. No, Terraria has no chill. Everything is out to kill you. You go through so many challenges and stuff. Yeah, it's not that much. It's similar, but it's not that much the same. Plus, I mean, it's 2D. So, 2D Minecraft. The next boss I have to defeat after defeating Skeletron in Eye of Cthulhu is the Wall of Flesh. I dived a bit more into hard mode, knowing that corrupt bombs do spread, but what I didn't know is that there's a chance of getting Crimson or Corrupt. Luckily, I got Crimson. I think it's not common. I guess it's common because it's 50-50. But knowing I could spread quickly, I sort of try to make holes to prevent the crimson. Prevent the crimson from going away. But that didn't work, so uh-oh. So anyways, I did that, went to hell, fought the Wall of Flesh. Note that not all the boss fights are recorded, because at some points I was like, no, I don't think I'm gonna need that, or like, oh, I forgot, I didn't record it. After defeating the Wall of Flesh, I went on the grind for hardcore items, dying over and over again, yet again, just like early game. Then I got stuck on a pirate raid, and I didn't have good stuff to prevent it from happening. Again, this game has zero chill. It will throw everything at you no matter how experienced you are. So I slowly beat the pirate raid and moved on to do other stuff. Like, other than doing the bosses in the game, I just been going out and doing random random stuff, building. Well, built a little bit, I guess. Yeah, I just built stuff, or just screwed around on there. Not really that much progression. And then I look up on the wiki, and then I figure out how to fight the mechanical boss. I tried to fight the twins first, but that didn't go well, didn't it? I died over and over again, and kept failing because the boss was so difficult. And trust me, it is one of the most difficult bosses in there. Hell, I even had more attempts at that than the Moonlord boss. That's probably because I had better stuff when I fought the Moonlord, but still, it was pretty difficult when I first tried it out, of course. But again, I try to refrain myself from looking on the wiki, but I kind of have no choice. I mean, I already looked things up on the wiki, and it turns out I just needed one single weapon that was recommended on the wiki. Great. I fought the other mechanical bosses, got the steampunker, screwed around for a bit, fought Plantaria, and screwed around for a bit more until I found the jungle temple. But I didn't need the key, even though I got the key. I didn't need it because I had the Rod of Discord. I had it way before, and I barely used it. And why? Why didn't I, for all the other bosses I did, why didn't I use that? In case you didn't know, if you're a little dummy like me, and you don't understand Terraria game, the Rod of Discord equals teleportation. Yeah, there you go. And that's as simple as I can put it for your monkey brain. After defeating Golem in the temple, I decided to go directly towards Lunatic Cultist. And then after that boss fight, I was like, holy crap, that's probably one of my most favorite boss fights I've ever gone through. I don't know why, but there's something unique about that boss or something, about the movement, I guess. Maybe the mask is what I like about it. I don't know. After that, I tried to fight a little bit of the pillars and died over and over again. And then I realized I screwed up, because Big Boy Moon Man spawns after that. But I had more difficulty in fighting the towers. The most, one of the towers that is the most difficult is the solar tower. It has one of these crazy stupid worm things that you can only shoot through the tail, and it's so stupid. Why? I mean, it makes sense. Thanks for punishing me, game, for telling me, hey, you should have gotten better stuff. After fighting all the pillars, I expected that I died from the Moon Man, or the Moon Lord. So then after that, I decided to hatch a plan. I went through the efforts of using a gun with chlorophyte bullets, and it kind of worked. On top of using the Celestial Towers, I was able to make some good potions too, and I made some useful potions. So after that, I went and attempted over and over again. It's actually a little bit later when I find out that about the chlorophyte bullets and the gun. So then I fought Moon Lord like so many times, and then you can see a clip, but I kill him. Yeah. There are a few optional bosses I could have fought throughout, like the journey's ends type stuff, but I didn't need to because I technically beat the game. But I may like come back to it in maybe master mode or something, because I may want to fight those bosses again. But doing it on that world and on that character, it's just not a good idea, because I am way too unorganized on there, and it's just enough to continue with that unorganization. I don't want to play on that world again. I'll maybe keep it. I'm not gonna delete it, but I'm not playing on that world again because it's just way unorganized and too messy for me. I took way too much time screwing around in Terraria. I have 149 hours put into that game. Everything from trying to prevent the corruption from spreading, to making a large tunnel through the surface level. It's stupid. Why did I think of that? And yeah, that's kind of the whole journey of my world. So what's my review on it? I highly recommend Terraria for completionist gamers, or people who find joy in completing bosses to earn rewards and stuff, or people who are looking for a challenge and stuff. I would also recommend it to casual people too, because yeah, the monsters are annoying when you get early game and stuff, It can be kind of fun. The fun part about progressing up and something, you can build there too. Yeah, if you want to, you can be a build boy and build in 2D Minecraft. I know what you're all gonna say. You didn't fight the new bosses. Yes, I did. But I made that world in pre-Journey's End. Pre the Journey's End update. Pre 1.4. And it's pretty unorganized too, like I said. Something I want to improve when I do come back to the game is I want to get a bit more organized and focus on controlling the evil biomes before going to hard mode. And not choose large world because it's a bit too much. I'm also thinking next time just like try to sort the NPCs out, get better storage and everything. Because what I did was kind of bad. I rate this game using the arbitrary scale of 10 set based on my opinion is an 8 out of 10. The game isn't the nicest to new players, nor does it act friendly early game. But it can be honestly enjoying when you put the effort to grind up for the resources needed to progress. Plus the game has like a steady growth of progression on top of letting players do whatever the hell they want. This is a game where again, you are sort of required to look stuff up before you do them. Because that's the nature of the game, having certain weapons that could be useful for boss fights. If you're gonna go in blind, find the ice scythe in the snow biome and use it to fight the twins. When you get to that point, of course. When you use the scythe, go for Spasmistia. I don't know. The word's gonna be on screen, so you can pronounce that. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that anymore. He's the one that basically just shoots out green fire and does more damage than Retinizer on his second stage. Yeah, I think that's just important to know, I guess. If you want to maybe try to beat the boss. But anyways, I'm Crimson Sane. Yeah.